hinterlands. Okay, so what I decided I was going to do off stream is go to Haven and talk to some of my companions first. So that's what we're going to do first. Why is my lurk not working? Twitch. Let me see if I can fix that. No, that's not what I wanted. Dun 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 dun. Oh no, wait. Back cloud bot. Activate. I don't know why it was not active. Sorry, Corgi Mom, but we got your lurk. Now it should be active, so. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna go and we're gonna chitty chat with some of our people, and some of our people are out here actually, so. Ooh. Sorry, I just had a really intense itch. Whew. Okay. Hi, honey boo boo.
Yes.
Investigate? What can we investigate? Tell me about yourself.
I have some more questions. Why am I not surprised?
What happened to your brother?
Tell me about your brother. I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps. I'll let you get back to work.
Sorry.
Greetings. Can you tell me more about the Seekers? The Seekers of Truth were born from the original Inquisition long ago, when it united with the Chantry. Seekers stood above the Templars, watching over them but also investigating magical events they couldn't handle. We were meant to be incorruptible, above reproach. How seldom does reality match the ideal?
That's true. But what are Seekers?
What are Seekers exactly? Those who know anything of us think we are Templars. We do not use lyrium, however. Our abilities are different, as was our original purpose. We disciplined the Templars and were accountable only to the Divine, and not even her, truthfully.
Then who watched you?
So nobody ever watched over the Seekers? It was the Divine's duty, but she could only do so much when the truth was hidden from her. The Templars have always feared us. When a Seeker arrived at a circle, they knew trouble was afoot. That kind of power is troubling. You begin to think you are the only one who can solve the world's problems.
Yeah,
If you don't see a problem,
that's true.
It doesn't exist. If someone insists it does, they are the blind ones.
Could that be fixed?
Do you think that kind of problem could ever be fixed? Possibly. Though the Seekers themselves would need to change. They were clearly not willing to, even though they abandoned everything they stood for to avoid it. In my heart, I believe they can still be salvaged, but not by their own hands.
What abilities why did the Seekers rebel?
Why did your order turn against the Chantry? We originally united with the Chantry through a treaty that stated they would keep mages under control. It was felt most holy had tacitly allowed the Circle of Magi to vote on its independence, thus breaking the treaty. The Seekers saw themselves as justified, and they led the Templars into a war of righteousness.
You disagree?
You sound like you disagree. We knew what was happening at Kirkwall, where the Mage Rebellion began. We looked into reports of Knight Commander Meredith's harsh treatment of her charges years earlier. But we found so many shocking cases of magical corruption, it was decided her actions were justified. If we'd been there when it happened, if we'd looked harder at the root causes...
Hmm.
You seem to care a great deal about it. Too much, if you ask the rest of my order. When faced with a problem, the Seekers would close ranks and crush it. We would find an answer, but only once we felt we weren't being coerced. The moment the mages voted for independence, our response was predictable. It was difficult to watch.
How do you become a seeker?
How does someone become a seeker? Most seekers begin training in their youth. I was much older, an exception due to my noble birth. We train rigorously for years. Our bodies and minds must be elastic to undergo the vigil, and most fail even then.
What is the vigil?
Is the vigil some kind of initiation? It is the rite every seeker must go through in order to summon their gifts. A full year of fasting, prayer, and separation from all distractions, including other people. We empty ourselves of all emotion, focusing only on the purity of our devotion. And the moment it finally ends, it's wonderful. Faith realized. I cannot.
Or you're delirious. I'm not gonna say that though.
Was it some kind of magic? I don't fully understand it, to be honest. If the vigil was not so arduous, I'd say more should attempt it. What if mages never needed to fear possession by demons? I'm told it is impossible, however. I suppose I'll never know the truth of it now.
What abilities do you
You
have?
mentioned that Seekers have different abilities than Templars.
I'm learning so much.
Entirely. A Templar's abilities come from lyrium and are designed to hunt mages. Ours come from ritual and many years of dedicated training. We cannot be possessed by demons and are immune to mind control. Useful considering our role. Seekers can gain other gifts, though that depends on the individual.
What are your gifts?
What kind of gifts do you have? I can set delirium within a person's blood aflame. Both mages and Templars bend before my will. Some Seekers use it to interrogate, others simply to paralyze. Once there was a Seeker who could use it to kill.
That's
particular gift
alarming.
is considered rare. I've no more questions.
Was there something you needed?
Investigate. Tell me about yourself.
I should get to know you better. We are working together after all.
What would you like to know?
All right. Where are you from?
Oh. I'd like to take full responsibility for Lady Marchalette's odd behavior of late. You see, we recently began the study of history. I thought that it would do the young mistress some good to be exposed to all the Dojian cultures and not just Orlais. It was a foolish thought. Regrettably, your dear daughter has taken a particular interest in Ferelden folklore. She first developed an affinity for King Calenhad, which seems to have devoted into borderline infatuation. She stared at me, eyes wide, when I told how he unified the barbarians with his allegedly incomparable might and charisma. Every time I tried to move the lesson onto something more important, she insisted I tell her again about Calenhad. How the Fereldans say his hair was twice as yellow as the sun, and his chin more chiseled than the tallest peak of the Frostbacks. Twice now I've had to tear down drawings she's jacked up in her bedroom of the man shirtless. What? Then we moved on to the werewolves, which was even worse. As you may already know, the Fereldans venerate the folk heroes Dane and Hafter. Dane was said to have been a werewolf and Hafter to have descended from one. No enlightened man or woman could ever view such beast people with anything but revulsion, but you know Fereldans and their love of wildlife. Unfortunately, these tales of the wolfmen set the little mistress's imagination afire. When she suggested we put on a play for you and her lord father, I could not say no. I'm afraid that's why Marchalette was running through the mansion wearing wet furs and frightening the chambermaids. She was rehearsing a scene in which Hafter drives back the Darkspawn. I've been informed that some priceless family heirlooms were destroyed amidst all that confusion, and I cannot fully express my dismay. I understand if my abject failure as a tutor results in my immediate dismissal.
I grew up in Ferelden near Hong. I was transferred to Kirkwall shortly after the Blight. This is the first I've returned in almost 10 years.
You were a long time.
You haven't seen Ferelden in 10 years. Are you glad to be back?
I was not sorry to leave at the time. I did not expect to return.
So he doesn't like
Now,
it.
between the Divine's murder and the breach, I've arrived to find nothing but chaos.
What was Kirkwall like?
While I was there, Canary occupied and then attacked the city. The Viscount's murder caused political unrest. Relations between mages and Templars fell apart. The apostate blew up the Chantry, the Knight Commander went mad. Other than that, it was fine.
What happened between Kirkwall's mages and Templars?
You were in the conclave. You must have heard people speak of it.
Yes, but you were there.
There was tension between mages and Templars long before I arrived. Eventually, it reached a breaking point. There was fighting in the streets. Abominations began killing both sides. It was a nightmare.
How did it end?
What happened then?
The Templars should have restored order, but Red Lyrian had driven Knight Commander Meredith mad. She threatened to kill Kirkwall's champion. Turned on her own men. I'm not sure how far she would have gone.
She's insane.
So you opposed her?
I stood with the champion against her, in the end. I should have seen through Meredith sooner.
Investigate. Barracks from Kirkwall.
Barracks from Kirkwall. Did you two know each other?
I knew he was friends with the champion of Kirkwall, but little else. We've spoken more since I joined the Inquisition, largely at Farron's insistence. Apparently I spend too much time with a serious expression on my face, and it's bad for my health.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight. Did you fight Darkspawn?
No. I was stationed in Ferelden's Circle Tower. The Circle had troubles of its own. I remained there during the Blight.
What happened at the circle?
What happened at the Circle Tower?
You who survived the Blight have fond memories of that time. I would prefer to disclose it.
Oops.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend. Was there something you needed?
Tell me about your colleagues.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
What do you think of our ambassador?
We have little in common. How she delights in meeting with nobles all day is beyond me. But I enjoy working with her.
How do you like working with Leliana?
The Inquisition would not exist without her. I may not always agree with her methods. She's more passionate about our cause than anyone. Cassandra may have declared the Inquisition public. But Liliana is just as responsible for its formation.
Are you satisfied with the Inquisition's forces?
Our numbers are small, but they suit our needs for the time being. Some Templars have joined us instead of following the Order. They've proven invaluable in training new recruits.
I should let you get back to work.
Should we go talk to... Let's see. I'm not falling for that bug again. Oh. I thought it went up and around right there, but it doesn't. Wait. Oh, I can talk to... Wait, hold on. Oh. We gotta talk to Iron Bull. I forgot.
What can I do for you?
How can we use you? Tell me about the Chargers.
Can we talk about the Bull's charges?
Best company you'll find from here to the Anderfells. In my time with the Chief, we've gone up against everything from bandits to magic trees. We're expensive, but you'll never doubt we're worth it. Want to know anything in particular?
Okay.
We'll talk later.
I don't really want to talk to him. Hi.
Can I help you?
I'd like to know more about the Kunari.
You writing a book?
Should I flirt?
It's your culture, and I'd like to know you better.
You could just ask.
I am.
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to know?
The word Kunari, is that the race or the religion?
Well, kind of. The humans and elves who follow the Qun are the Vidathari. The Kunari who break away from the Qun are Talvasha, deserters.
What about Kunari who existed before the Kyun?
The people we came from. They're called the Kasith, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Kasith were... I don't know. We
Interesting.
had to leave. The stories aren't clear. But I don't expect they look much like us. Whatever they are.
Investigate. How do they govern?
How do the Kunari rule themselves?
It's pretty simple. We've got the matriarchy, the priesthood, and the military. The priesthood figures out how Kunari should live in theory. The matriarchy makes it work in practice. And the military keeps the Kunari safe from outside threats.
Does it actually work like that? Is there much infighting?
Not like you're thinking of. People disagree, yeah, but the priests are there to solve disagreements. Here in Olay, politicking comes from people putting their own gain ahead of the gains of society. If you do that among the Kunari, the Ben Hasrath set you straight. Or kill you.
How was it growing up?
What's it like growing up under the Kyun?
The Masters raised us in these units of kids all our own age. They're like teachers, chantry sisters. They also helped figure out what jobs we should do. They had me pegged for military work early on.
Well,
When
obviously.
they learned I could hit stuff and lie, they started training me for the Ben Hasra.
You didn't choose your job?
So the Kyun decided what work you would do. You didn't get a choice.
I could have acted like I didn't like hitting. Why would I do that? I was good at my work. I liked doing it. As far as I can tell, the Tamasrans made the right call.
Hello, welcome in. Hi, Phoenix. How are you? How are things going? Thank you for the raid. Thank you. Welcome in, Raiders. What were you up to on your stream? What were you playing? Did you have fun? Pretty good. How's stream? It's going good. We're just getting started. We're just getting in. We're talking to all the companions right now because we haven't really done that yet. So we're getting to know some, and then we're going to start progressing some of the main plot quests, which I'm really excited for. So, yeah. Well, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. If you don't know me, my name is RikkiMarie. I am a variety streamer on Twitch. I do I do co-working streams through the week, and sometimes during the week in the evening times I'll also game, but then on the weekend I always do a day of gaming. And right now I am pretty obsessed with the Dragon Age franchise. My wifey Pandora got me into it, and we love her, so we're in Inquisition now. But thank you for coming in here. If you need to raid and run, I completely understand. That goes for you too, for all the raiders, and especially Blue Phoenix. I was doing a cozy game, only doing cozy games this month because I'm doing a fundraiser for Extra Life. Aw, we were doing Tiny Bookshop today. Aw, that's lovely. And it's awesome that you're doing a fundraiser this month. That's so great. That is wonderful. That is so awesome. Well, thank you so much for the raid. If you need a raid and run, I totally get it. If you want to hang out and chill for a little bit, awesome. We've got chill but kind of chaotic a little bit sometimes vibes. But it's always fun. Or if you need to lurk, whatever. But yeah, welcome on in, and thanks for the raid, Phoenix. Okay. Day-to-day life.
How is
Yeah.
everyday life different for Kunari?
Oh, absolutely, Phoenix. I understand. Pandora got She got me hooked.
About the same. A baker and
So yeah,
Vallejo gets
Lurky Lou and play Dragon Age with me alongside me.
They don't care about the Empire or the Q. Mostly they worry about breaking eggs and hope the dough rises right.
Except that baker isn't free.
It can't be exactly the same. The Kunari have no personal freedoms.
How many personal freedoms do you figure that baker in Valroyo has? Life isn't about freedom. The baker in Parvolan wonders if she'll be given enough eggs to do her
I
work.
will.
Will they come on time? Will the kitchen workers get her bread while it's fresh, or will they come late and blame her because it's stale? Same crap in Valroyo. People are just...
It's not wrong. Do you not marry?
I've heard there's no marriage among the Kunari.
Yeah, that's true. Kunari love our friends like anyone does, but we don't have sex with them.
Kunari don't have sex.
Oh, we definitely have sex. They're Tamasrans who pop your cork whenever you need it.
What, really?
Seriously.
Yes, it's not a big deal like it is here. It's like, I don't know, going to see a healer. Sometimes it's this long, involved thing. It takes all day, leaves you walking funny. Other times you're in and out in 5 minutes. Thank you. See you next week.
Okay. I don't know what to say.
That sounds different.
Yep. Still, it's more fun here. Fewer rituals, more making it up as you go along. Plus, you folk have redheads.
I'm a redhead.
Redhead.
I'm literally a redhead. Look at me. I'm literally a redhead.
Do you ever think about what would happen if the Kunari conquered Orlais or Ferelden?
Some folks, like Cassandra or Cullen, would do fun if they didn't die fighting. Those two love rules. But the mages, look at Solus, all that wandering in the Fade. They'd at least kill him. Both Sarah and Varric would mouth off until they ended up re-educated, drugged until their minds broke. So, to answer your question, no, I don't think about it much at all.
Okay.
See you later, Bull.
See ya. What's going on?
Tell me of the Ben
I'd
Hasrath.
like to know more about your work with the Ben Hasrath.
Ben Hasrath is actually a general term. You've got the secret police who investigate problems inside our territory. You've got the re-educators who take people with problems and fix their minds. Or make them disappear. And then you've got the spies.
Re-educators?
How do the re-educators work?
I only know the basics. Wasn't my area. That said, keep a man awake long enough. Ask the right questions, give the right potions, and you can get him to say anything. You don't need blood magic or demons to change someone's mind. We're a lot more fragile than we'd like to believe.
Your job is spying.
And you're a spy.
Close. I am now, I suppose. But that's not how I started. They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could fight and hunt down problems. That whole island was a sack of cats. Incursions from Tevinter, Tal-Vashath, and native rebels fighting both sides. And in the middle, me, trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
Sounds impossible.
How'd that work out for you?
About as well as you would expect. I hunted down a lot of rebels. Lost a lot of friends to Vince, the Fog Warriors, or the Tal-Vashath. One day I woke up and couldn't think of a damned reason to keep doing my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
That was brave.
Not many people would have the courage to do that.
I thought about letting some rebel kill me, but I couldn't give any of those bastards the satisfaction. The Ben Hasrath ordered me to go to Orlais, ostensibly as a Tal-Vashath, work undercover. That's how I ended up here.
It means I got to meet you.
I'm glad you're here, Bull.
Me too.
If you ever need to talk more about all this, let me know.
Nah, it was a long time ago. Thanks, though.
Aww.
What can I do for you?
Why the name Iron Bull?
So, how did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names under the Q. Just, I don't know, job descriptions, I guess. When I came to Orlais, I chose the Iron Bull for myself.
Why that name, though?
But why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things. So it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
Travel safely.
Okay, let's go talk to...
Please send
Oh, there he is. I was like, where is he? Hey. Hello?
Inquisitor.
Tell me about the
Let's
wardens.
talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
The Wardens. I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
What do wardens do?
The Blight's been over for 10 years. What do Wardens do when the world's not ending?
There is still darkspawn. Just because we killed so many in Ferelden doesn't mean they're gone. And the world is not so peaceful that there's no use for good men with swords. Sometimes you have to figure out for yourself what the pledge to protect others really means. It's not always about just archdemons and blights.
Where were you during the Blight?
I was in Ferelden, on my own, like always. Quietly killed my fair share of darkspawn too.
Where have the wardens gone?
So you have no idea where the rest of the Wardens are?
You find that odd? The blight is over. You don't need an organized force. And orders don't change much from day to day. For the last 1,000 years or so, it's been just find darkspawn, kill them, repeat as necessary.
You haven't had contact with other Wardens for a while. Why were you on your own?
It's what I've always done. Recruitment only requires one man.
True.
Besides, I've always been a loner.
Aw.
Works best for everyone that way.
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me. Good day to you.
Here's Varric.
Need something?
I have questions about
I read
Hawk.
your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Orsino's fate made no sense.
In the book, you say that first Enchanter Orsino turned himself into a giant monster made of corpses. How? Why?
Do I look like an expert on magical weirdness to you?
I love how,
Tell you
like,
how. The why, all I can say is he was desperate.
he just is, like, so matter of fact. He's like, this is the information I have. Take it or leave it.
There's no way Hawk really could have killed the Arashok. It would have started a war with the Kunari.
I was told later that the Kunari disavowed his actions. Apparently the Arashok didn't get permission before he attacked Kirkwall, and the Qun didn't want another exalted march. When they finally sent a ship to haul the Red Dreadnought away, they just said, "We will never speak of this again." As far as I can tell, that's the Qun's version of an apology.
Carry on.
Need something?
I have questions about Hawk.
I read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
Were there any others, though?
Pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Carry on.
Need something?
I have a personal question.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Where are you from?
Are you from Ferelden? Orlais?
Free marches. Born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no. Kirkwall's not that bad.
That's all for now.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
I saw the leader of Paul's charges, that lame boy.
Here he is.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
Yeah. You think it survived?
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything
Fair.
seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Gotta get that. As I circle around myself. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Okay. It will turn up.
Anything with that kind of power is bound to show up sooner or later.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
No. I just want to talk. I just want to talk to you. Tell me about the elves.
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
I thought you would be more interested in sharing your opinions of elven culture. You are Dalish, are you not?
Why are you so angry?
What's your problem with the Dalish? Allergic to Halla?
They are children acting out stories misheard and repeated wrongly 1,000 times.
Oh, but you know the truth, right?
While they pass on stories, mangling details, I walk the fade. I have seen things they have not.
Okay. So help them.
The Dalish are trying to restore elven history. If you know something new, share it.
Was your clan listen to what I had learned in my studies? My travels? Or would they mock the Flatir and his stories and go back to their ruins? At least you were asking. But here's something. I will answer as I can.
Investigate. Tell me about ancient elves.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Shiral. But Hallam Shiral was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
That's true. What else?
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish aerovels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
That's sad. Tell me about elven magic.
Is the magic they teach in the circle different from the magic I learned with my people?
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition, much of it is more subtle. Legacy from when elves were immortal.
That's interesting. Special? Is it because I'm elven? Was immortality due to magic.
The legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
And blood magic.
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Devinter disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
Blood magic seems interesting.
I'd be interested in learning more about blood magic.
I would teach you if I knew it. Unfortunately, using blood magic seems to make it more difficult to enter the Fade. You understand why I never bothered to learn it. A shame, as it is extremely powerful, provided it remains a tool, not a crutch,
Right.
nor a passion.
Investigate. Tell me more. Tell me about city elves.
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Devinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
Tell me more of the Dalish.
Are all Dalish elves like my clan?
No. Your clan was unique in having enough interest in human affairs to send you to spy upon the Divine's meeting. As your clans have been separate for so long, they have all changed, adapting to the lands in which they live. Some are no more than bandits, others trade freely with humans, and some have disappeared entirely into the forests.
Goodbye.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
I wonder if those are future companions. I don't know why I can't talk to them. Okay, now I think we're going to end up in a cutscene, so it's one of the reasons I waited to go in here. Okay, we're going to save before we go in here, just in case. Okay, there isn't a cutscene. Wait.
As there is but one world, one life, one death, there is but one God, and He is our Maker.
Oh, I can read this. The Fade. The study of the Fade is as old as humankind. For so long as men have dreamed, we have walked its twisting paths, sometimes catching a glimpse of the city at its heart, always as close as our own thoughts, but impossibly separated from our world. The Tevinter Imperium once spent vast fortunes of gold, lyrium, and human slaves in an effort to map the terrain of the Fade, an ultimately futile endeavor. Although portions of it belong to powerful spirits, all of the Fade is in constant flux. The Imperium succeeded in finding that the disparate and ever-shifting realms of a dozen demon lords, as well as cataloging a few hundred types of spirits before they were forced to abandon the project. The relationship of dreamers to the Fade is complex. Even when entering the Fade through the use of lyrium, mortals are not able to control or affect it. The spirits who dwell there, however, can, and as the Chantry teaches us, the great flaw of the spirits is that they have neither imagination nor ambition. They create what they see through their sleeping visitors, building elaborate copies of our cities, people, and events, which, like their reflections in a mirror, ultimately lack context or life of their own. Even the most powerful demons merely plagiarize the worst thoughts and fears of mortals and build their realms with no other ambition than to taste life. From Tranquility and the Role of Fade in Human Culture by First Enchanter Josephus. No, stop. Okay.
As there is but one world, one life, one death, there is but one God. He is our Maker.
Okay. already go down here? My glasses are so dirty. Requires a rogue. I knew that. Fine, I guess I'll just go upstairs. There's nothing interesting in there.
Thank you for all that you are doing to him. Mistress Lavelle, do you have a moment?
I sure do.
Did you need something, Ambassador? Yes. Well, not precisely, but I should like to know if anyone here has treated you unkindly yet for being an elf.
Why?
Is something happening? Not at the moment. I only wanted to make sure. If we're to convince the world that Andraste's herald is an elf, the Inquisition must give you its utmost
That's
support.
true.
Stories of wild Dalish elves have grown even more outrageous as people learn.
Those stories are nonsense.
Why not claim the Dalish can steal your breath or turn into dragons while they're at it? Now that I've said that out loud, someone probably has. Very likely. I will see what the Inquisition can do to contain the slander. It may help if I know more about how you and your clan lived.
Through hard work.
Getting up before dawn to fish, constantly mending wagons and tents, spending days on the hunt. I still can't believe city dwellers have food delivered straight to their doorsteps. Really? I never considered it extraordinary. Haven is so far away from home. You must miss the people of your clan.
Yeah, she probably does. I'd miss knowing you more.
If I'd never left home, Josephine, I would never have met you. That would be the greater tragedy. What? Really? There is more to this, Mistress Lavelle. Whatever comes, your role as Andraste's herald will mark your clan history.
I worry about that.
Elves and fame tend to go poorly together. I hope my clan doesn't suffer for it. We can make inquiries as to how they fare if it worries you. Perhaps the Inquisition could lend a hand.
I'm not so sure that's a good idea.
What may I do for you?
Tell me about yourself. Wait.
What did you do before coming here? I had the great honor of serving Antiva's crown as ambassador to Orlais. I'm also first in line to become the head of House Montier, though my siblings attend to our mercantile affairs.
Are you doing this for Antiva?
How strong are your past loyalties? I would never have given up my position if I did not intend to fully commit to the Inquisition. We cannot fall back on borders. Antiva is as threatened as any country by the rebellions. If anything, the alliances I forged there may help our current cause.
That's true. That is actually a fair point. Okay, I just got that undone. Will we have other
Do you
causes?
think the Inquisition will continue after we seal the breach? If we prove ourselves by healing the breach, people may turn to us for other things. Protection, counsel, justice. The Inquisition offered these ones to those in need. What business are the Montiliers in exactly? We began as merchants. My ancestors founded the first trade routes to Rivain. We once sent entire fleets across the waking sea.
Once.
But not anymore. These days, our vessels are a touch more modest. Tell me, do you believe I was saved by Andraste?
Do you believe in life after
I'd
love?
like to believe so, Your Worship. The miracles Andraste performed were so long ago, they're difficult to picture. If it were truly her and the fate who saved you, well, in any case, many already believe you walk in the Maker's light. Let's speak later. Another time. Good day to you.
What brought you here?
Tell me how you came to work for the Inquisition again. I'd been considering leaving my post in Antiva for a new challenge when Leliana recruited me. There's such unrest in Talos. The Inquisition seems a promising method to stop it. It's to everyone's benefit if we prevent the Mage-Templar conflict from spreading further.
Is order why you signed
So
on?
was it the prospect of stability that drew you here? The full impact of the Mage Rebellion has yet to be felt, and that was before the death of the Divine. The violence must be curbed before we see it turn to full-scale war. I can only imagine the bloodshed if it escalates further. I'm afraid history holds many examples of what will happen if it does. How do you and Leliana know each other? We moved through similar circles in Norlay. I believe we actually met in Val Royaux. Leliana was quite an accomplished player of the game by then.
What's the game?
What exactly do you mean when you say the game? Forgive me. The game refers to the slow duels of influence among the noble and powerful of Orlais. It's a rather light-hearted name for the matter, but Orlesians are fond of playful touches.
What are your duties?
What exactly does your job entail? I meet with ambassadors from various factions and countries, and cement alliances with them. We are a young cause. Diplomacy is essential to our credibility.
So you're a representative.
Then you speak for the Inquisition with these nobles? I do. Someone must foster goodwill on our behalf, as well as prevent controversy as news of us spreads.
Are we that controversial?
How heavily are our actions scrutinized? Make no mistake. Every noble house, every throne, is waiting to see what the Inquisition does next. Many are willing to pledge support, if offers are made in just the right fashion. I intend to see that they are.
Oh, okay. I should not try to do this at the same time I play a video game, but alas, here we are. Okay, anything to report?
What do the people make of us? Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
How are our guests?
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for? Sir Griffith of Denerim, a most distinguished knight of the realm. He's defeated darkspawn, slain demons, chased down abominations. Just don't ask him about it over dinner. He spares no detail. Good day to you.
Okay, we are actually going to take a quick break here and then go head out on some journeying. So we're going to take a quick break, run around of ads, and I will be right back.